Hi, and welcome to Sassy's Scrapbooking. In today's video, what I want to discuss and show you are the various markers that can be used with the Cricut Explorer. When I got my Cricut Explorer, it came with this one marker, and I think it's pretty much standard. It comes with everybody's. And I don't know if you can see the tip, but here's the tip or what it looks like. Do I need to get closer? I'm not sure. And it's a silver tip, silver marker, and that's the tip that you get with it. So when I went to the store, I wanted to see if I could find more color markers, because on my previous Cricuts, I was using, where are they? I was using these Cricut Pens, and I haven't tried them on this machine, and I really doubt that they will work. They're so much smaller in circumference, and then it comes with an adapter, and the Cricut Explorer already has an adapter built into the machine itself, so you can't use these anymore. Not with the Explorer, I should say. So I went to the store, and I found that a pack of, I believe it was 4 or 5, depending on what store you went to, you're looking to spend anywhere between $12 and $20. And I just thought there's got to be a way around that, and I was driven by the cost to do a little bit more research. So I was looking through all the pens that I have here at home, and I found, let me switch this out here, let me put this here instead. There you go. So what I found is that these Pilot Precise, looks like Pilot Precise 5 extra fine rolling ball pens. Go back to here. They write really, really well. It's a fine tip, but the part that goes into the Cricut adapter here is approximately the same size and circumference, and so they work really, really well on the machine. So I kind of looked around for these, and they have, oh my goodness, I was able to find a few other colors, but they're going to be the basic colors, and what I was looking for was something in more of a color range. So I ended up going to Michael's, and I had a coupon with me. I always shop with a coupon, and what I found that they had were these Recollection Pens, and these come in bronze, silver, and gold. And the tips are pretty much, that's a darker silver, but it's the same thickness as the Cricut pen. And again, when you compare the two, the Cricut and the Recollections, they're pretty even in circumference. The pen tips are pretty even too. And apparently the caps are pretty even, because I don't know which one I took off of what. I'm not quite sure, because they're interchangeable. Okay, well, learn something every day. So while I was at the store and I saw these, I also noticed that Recollections has had another pack, and here are some other colors. Again, the tips are the same, the circumference, so it all fits into the adapter for the Cricut. Nice pens. Okay, so now I'm getting adventurous, and I'm thinking, okay, what else can I use? Because what if I want a fine tip other than red and black? And I had heard that Crayola had some markers that you could use with the Cricut. And I went to Walmart and I saw this, and because the colors of the package are kind of the same as the Crayola brand, I thought I was picking up Crayola brand, and it looks like I actually picked up Crazy Art brand. But these are fine line markers. So, let me pull, oops, let's get them all out. So, they had different colors. Again, the part that fits into the adapter on the Cricut is pretty much the same circumference right here, but the tip is a little finer. In fact, it almost matches the tips on, well, it doesn't match the tip, but the line that it draws matches, or pretty close to the Pilot. So I really like that. I thought I'd give that a try. And let me see, did I put it over here? Oh, here. So I gave it a try, and this was my testing. I don't know how well you can see that. Obviously, I didn't do the spacing very well, but what I was trying to do really is the line that it creates. So I can also recommend these to be used. Oh, here's some more I didn't take out. There's a brown and a red. So you get 10 markers of these Crazy Art classic markers. Again, it's a fine line that it draws, or it draws a fine line. I'm tripping over my tongue. And I paid like $1.50 for this. So I thought I got a really good deal here. So I'm still exploring, still trying to figure out what else I could use. What about the colors in between? And I saw on the internet where I think it's there's another brand out there. I can't think of the name right off the top of my head. American. I can't think of I can't think of what it is, but I didn't see any, and I haven't found any. But what I had found, again, I was back at Michael's, and I found these Recollection Pens, and they're Masterpiece 2 markers. And when I opened them up, I noticed that I would get, well, it shows right here, you have a brush tip, a fine brush, and an extra fine tip over here. So this is what I got on the brush side, which is a lot broader. And then there's the fine tip. And actually, even though these are noticeably thinner than the Cricut pen, they actually work really well. And there's this whole hue of colors here. And then they had the same markers in like a pastel color here. There was another package too that had these colors combined and some other colors in between there. I didn't buy that packet. Maybe next time I go, but I haven't had the need for that yet. So this is what I recommend these as well, because they work really, really well. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and try. I'm going to show you how this. I'm going to use the blue one and put it in my Cricut Explore and show you what kind of results you'll get from this. I'll be right back. And I'm just going to take this and put it underneath. And I'm going to use the fine tip. And it just slots in. And you actually feel it pop in. Make sure I got it in. And you close it up, and it's held on pretty well. Let's see. So it's doing really well. I've actually used this before on some other cards that I've made, and I was really happy with the results. And for the price that I paid for these, I would have only gotten 5 or 6 of the Cricut brand. Again, I was driven by price because it just seemed crazy to spend that much money on some pens. And with Michaels, I had a 40% coupon, so they were 40% off the price, and I think these were like $12 or something, and then I got a 40% coupon. So that, I was really happy with that. And I think what I want to do right now is try the other side with the bigger brush. And that one, you have to be a little bit more careful. I'm not quite sure how this one's going to work. We'll see. I used a different font, so it is going to look different. But I wanted to try the brush. And actually, it's doing really, really well. This is a font that I found on the internet, and I thought it looked like a lot of fun to use. So there you go. Thank you for watching my video at Sassy Scrapbooking. Please subscribe to my channel and watch my other videos. I will continue to add new videos as my adventures with the Cricut Explorer continue. Bye for now.